Look, if you're looking for perfect, this ain't it. If you are looking for real, a little bit of messy, and a little bit of chaotic, well, guess what? You're here. So I would like to formally introduce you to the Red James podcast.
I'm sorry.
Podcast. But if you're looking for a little bit of real, well, a whole lot of real, a little bit of messy, and just a little bit of motivation, and a little bit of something like, what the hell did he just say?
Oh, okay.
Guess what? You are in the right place. So I would like to formally introduce you guys to the Red James Show podcast. Okay? That's what, and baby, guess what? Welcome to the chaos. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so first, I would like to go ahead and say, hey, besties, if this is your first time, my name is Red Jane. Now, my name is Red Jane. And let me just tell you a little bit about myself, okay? I sing, I do a little hair. That's what they say in my spare time. I do a little bit of business. I do a little bit of entertainment. I do a little bit of content. But sometimes I can do a little bit too much. And guess what? That's totally on brand. So it was placed upon me for, years. I've been in the content world for years. So with me being in the content world for years, I've always been funny. I've always been behind the camera. I've either been recording something that I'm doing. I've been doing skits, for years in my hometown. So then I was just like, okay, well, it's time for me to do something more than truly just play with the camera all the time. So what I did was, I was just like, let me just go ahead and do a podcast. And I felt like the podcast market was semi oversaturated, but I was just like, McDonald's can be right next to Burger King, Wendy's, and Popeyes, and nobody give a damn or say anything about that. So I'm from a small town, Coachella, Louisiana. Like I said, I've been recording behind the camera, singing in some kind of way. You've probably seen me growing up in my younger years. I've always sang in church. I used to be a part of a group, Armored, that was back in ages, eons ago. You know what I'm saying? Like years and lifetimes ago. However, I've always had big dreams. Being a small town, guy from Coachella, Louisiana, humble beginnings, sang in church. Always did skits. Went to Red River High School. Shout out to the Bulldogs. Roof killing it. I've always done something of the sort. So I've always had big dreams too, though. Grew up watching the BET Awards, always seeing the Grammys. We were, as kids, always exposed to just seeing more. So that's where I was just like, even though I'm from a small town, I never acted as though I was from a small town. I would always do something very grand in my town, whether it be singing, whether it be what I used to do. If you guys are watching and you remember, I would always pull up to the prom scene in my hometown, and I would always do like fashion reviews, because I just feel like what you see on TV can definitely be recreated or emulated. So I would always go out on the scene and people would be like, oh shit, there come Red James. Well, but at the time before Red James was born, there go Ant. And Ant is none of your business. Okay. So if you're watching and like, who the hell is Ant? Mind your business. Okay. That's another topic for another story. So yes, I've always been from a small town with big dreams. Building businesses. I've been a hairstylist now for 16 years, and I would always wonder how that would feel saying that, being that hairstylist, like being my grandmother's age or being my mom's age or just being always older than me, my senior. I would always hear them say, I've been in the hair industry for X amount of years. And here I am saying, I've been in the hair industry for 16 years. I started doing hair with one of my good friends. She's like a sister to me, Janiqua Sibley, C Strong. And I remember we had like a mode of things going. I started out doing hair originally with my grandmother, like relaxers, shampooing hair in the salon, and it just literally took off from there. So then I started doing hair with Janiqua. I would curl the hair. She would So the Harriet and our little sister Deja would break the foundation down. So we definitely had like a cycle of people going within that whole infrastructure. And we would do like 17, 18 people hair a day. And we would do hair for like 3 days straight. And so after that, I kind of just switched up the lingo for myself. I started selling hair. That's where my hair business was born. I've been selling the same brand of virgin hair since I was in high school. Graduated 2013, started in 2009. So I've been selling the hair. That's where the hair business started. And after that, I built another business, which was the Red James brand. It started from me, so my friend Amber, let me tell y'all where Red James came from. Just because on the first episode tonight, I really want to get to know you guys and see what we're getting into because the show only gets better, bigger, and better. Um, Red James came from one night we were going to the Midnight Riders trail rides back in high school. Again, many, many eons ago. So we were always just like, we need some kind of names, to kind of recognize ourselves. So my cousin Jessica, she was Betty Joe, which is her grandmother. R.I.P. Betty Joe. My friend Bree, she was Mariah. I think Am was like Yam Betty, and I said my name gonna be Red. And just so happens that name has stuck with me forever. My middle name is James, so I think that it was just quintessential that I just merged the two together, which Red James was then born. So that's why I said if you ever hear Aunt and then you hear Red James, the people work together synonymously, but they're two different peoples, especially after a certain amount of time. I mean, after a certain time in the day. So stay on my motherfucking business. I'm just playing with y'all. So, and then after that, you just go to the logistics part of me, which is just a family oriented guy. I love my family. I'm big on family. I'm big on friendship. Um, Especially after a lot of stuff that we are definitely going to dive into talking about as we get to know each other more. I'm going to get to know y'all going to get to know me. And if you're following me now on social media, you already know pretty crazily I'm talking a lot of shit sometimes. I'm very I'm a big lover of God. Like I always say, no matter what you feel or the opinions of how a person should look. I grew up in church, grew up in the ministry. My godfather's a pastor, always been in ministry some kind of way, but still, there is a kooky side of Red James. And we get to learn each other on the kookier side as this first episode, right? Right. So, I was a content creator who popped off basically for being myself. I started content creation in 2008 when social media first kicked off. I was on MySpace. I was on X, which you guys may know. Elon Musk had some kind of superiority complex where he just felt like Twitter was no longer good enough for the name, so he named it X, which you guys know as X. I was on Facebook. I started out on Facebook when it was strictly just college people meeting up. We took over Facebook. Yes, the millennials did that to y'all asses. We took over Facebook. Um, I had an Instagram when Instagram used to be the brown app. Yeah, for those of you who were there, some of y'all grew here. I mean, some of y'all flew here. We grew here. You feel what I'm saying? Word up to Tokyo Vanity. Um, and Akbar and them, if you don't get the whole context of what I just said, go watch Love and Hip Hop. But yeah, I started out being basically like I call myself now. I am a social media fossil. And basically, what a social media fossil is, you were there at the beginning of time for whatever thing that popped off. So I popped off with social media, and ever since then, TikTok came along. Then we had Vine. Well, before TikTok, we had Vine, which I heard they're actually trying to bring back Vine. I don't know how that's going to work. Being that TikTok is the OG right now, I'm not sure how that will work out. But I kicked it off in social media. And I would just make funny videos. One of my videos most recently took off because the Tony Braxton, Augusta Bay, reposted my video on her page. And before then, I was doing funny dances, being very, very comedic on my social media platforms. So it just kind of took off from there. And people kind of fell in love with the personality that is Red James that I give you guys every day. That's who you guys love and that's who you guys know. But here we're going to kind of get to know each other on a more personal level. So this podcast is basically going to be unfiltered conversations about life, money, culture, and basically just becoming the best version of yourself. This podcast, I can always say, excuse me, guys, this podcast, like, is basically for the people that you know who you are and you know that you're good at something, but you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. This is your home. I am a creative, and of course, I feel like they always tell us within the creative world to niche down, find you a niche and stick to it. I think that I'm a prime example of sometimes that doesn't work for everybody, especially high concept people with maybe ADHD or ADD. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell us to niche down strictly because we never truly know what it is sometimes when we open our mouths. What are we going to talk about? What is the topic going to be? So I just started trying some shit out on TikTok and it just popped off. And then Instagram being so performative and so fine line. I had to truly find a medium of what it was that I needed to do. So I feel like I broke the algorithm on Instagram just like I did with TikTok because I just took my videos that I made from TikTok and posted them on Instagram and they took off. There are several videos of me having over 1 million views on each platform. So you know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching. I'm really not here to impress you, baby. I'm just here to remind you what the hell is possible. And I know if I did it, you definitely can do it. So, just to kind of move forward, I just want to also continue on to let you guys know that this podcast was born out of chaos. Listen, chaos, depression, starting over, losing momentum, and gaining it right the hell back. Just a short synopsis of the reason why I said it was born out of chaos and depression and losing everything and starting over. So 2025 May, I had a complete meltdown and a complete crash out. Okay. They're still real. I had a crash out. I had a complete meltdown all over social media. That was probably one of the most viral moments of my life. On Facebook, I got into it with someone and a bunch of other people, and my brain kind of short circuited, and so did my attitude. So I really kind of let go of a lot of built up energy. Also, losing a group of friends in which I thought that, you know, sometimes you really think that some of the people in your life are going to be there for seasons, and they're not. They're only there for reasons, you know, because sometimes people overlap their seasons in your life. So I won't just say people are in your life for seasons, but some seasons can extend out. For me, I was a dumbass friend for like 8, 9 years. Then it all came to an end because they were there for a reason. They were there to show me what I was capable of and to remind me that it's all main character energy, baby. Sometimes you start off as a main character and people like to diminish that light and push you to the background to kind of dim your light, basically. So I guess they feel like they're building up their light. But, baby, guess what? That's impossible, improbable, and it won't ever happen again because, like I said, God will always find a way to remind you, I made you the main character. I set you out on a journey. There's things that I need you to do, not your posse. I don't need them. They ain't even bold enough. They're not fly enough, and they just don't have that sauce that He gave to you or myself. He gave them their own sauce. And obviously it doesn't mix well with mine. You know, kind of like if you buy like Sweet Baby Ray's and then you have another sauce and you're like, it's not mixing. That's what happened to me. And God literally had to snatch me out of that thing. And like I literally watch people fake the life that I'm actively building. Like people would match their energies around me. People and they're doing the same thing around you. If you ever notice what matching energy is, it's basically when people get around you and if you're like a crunk person, you're like a hype person, you're like a person that always gets the crowd jumping or something like that, people will try to act like they're that too when they're really not. They're living vicariously through you. Watch out for those people. They are energy vultures. Okay, girl. Okay. You got to watch out for that type of shit. That ain't even cool. Okay. And so I just really turned my whole look around. I lost everything after my crash out, went to jail. But I had went to jail because of some shit from 2018. The girls really thought they had put me down. But you didn't put me down. You didn't. Like, honest to God, they think that they really put me down. They really thought they was trying to silence my voice. Now I got a podcast. So, girl, thanks. Thanks for you, your buddy ass team, and your whole buddy ass family. Like, thanks for that. Anywho, needless to say, ending on depression, starting over, losing momentum, lost a lot of followers. But when I tell you, it is so true that when people, like when God starts moving people out of the way, don't think what he takes away, he won't replace.
What's good? It's your boy Red James, and this is the Red James Show podcast. Tonight, I just want to let you guys know thank you so much for watching episode 1. It is because of you that I made it this far. With over 90,000 followers on Instagram and over 200,000 followers on TikTok, this journey has been mind blowing. But I wanted to drop something exclusive tonight. Shout out to Black History Month and all of the black designers. Tonight, this message is brought to you by Vault Money Team. The drops are always exclusive, the quality is definitely top tier, and the shipment is always going to be fast. The African American designer Tavares Davis out of H-Town always gets me right. He laced me in some of the best apparel that he has a part of his line and his brand. And guess what? Being a brand ambassador for a black owned business has been by far one of the best things this year. On Instagram, Tori, the laboratory, THEE_laboratory. Go tell him what you want, what you need, and follow along. Also follow his website as well, because although I don't want y'all in the shit that I be wearing, I'm not a gatekeeper, and you definitely need to experience the Vault Money experience. So to become part of the team, go check out their social media handle and go get your outfits. Not only does he have them for adults, he has them for kids and toddlers. So if you need to be laced and the whole team need to be laced, he definitely got you. Shout out to my boy again, Tavares Davis. Happy Black History Month. And let's keep it going, let's keep it moving, and let's keep it growing.
But he won't replace. He took my following on Instagram. I was following 5,000 people and had 4,000 followers. I sit today on Instagram right now. Come here. I'm sitting right now at almost 95,000 followers on Instagram. So you do the math. Sometimes you got to go through that to get to this. Okay? I'm just here to let you know, you don't have to do what you want with that information. Do what it is that you will. Hey, it's not on me. Losing momentum and then getting it all back. I've had so many amazing partnerships. I've gotten so many great brand deals, and I've done so many awesome collaborations, and still more to come, of course. Because like I said, I don't have the G-Wagon. I don't have the veneers and the hot BBL male body. I'm not getting up at 4 in the morning trying to go to the gym just so I can impress people and make videos about it. Hey, my gut is here, right here with us as we speak. So please know, trust, and believe. This podcast is for me and you. Okay? So just before I get into any and everything that we're about to get into, today is an amazing day. We are in an amazing month. We are in Black History Month. And what happens in Black History Month? Mardi Gras. Laissez bon temps. Let the good times roll, baby. Let them roll. That's what we're here to do, to talk about all of the amazing things that are coming up that are going to be nostalgic for some, and for some a new era and a new beginning. So yes, we have Mardi Gras coming up, Mardi Gras in New Orleans. If you've never been, I went in 2018, and when I say I was hooked, in love, everything. But Mardi Gras here in Shreveport is definitely going to be amazing as well. I can't make it, well, I won't even say that, because some crazy things be happening in the pot. So I really won't even say that I can't make it to Mardi Gras this year, because you never know what is up God's sleeve. So I just want to say happy Black History Month to all of the black entrepreneurs, black creators. Keep being amazing, keep being awesome, and we are going to share the love and the wealth through this podcast. So this episode is definitely very, very near and dear to me, because I'm dropping in Black History Month, making Black history, and I love Mardi Gras. Okay. So, feeling behind at 30. Is anybody feeling like You turned 30 and you kind of had goals set out in your life and you just feel like, oh my God, I'm in my 30s and I'm not doing shit with it. Y'all, I said that I would be a millionaire by 29. I'm 31. The millions ain't here. If you know where the hell they at, please tell me. Because unfortunately, well, I do not know. But if you're feeling behind at 30, I can truly say whatever it is that you want to do, these are our years to really just lock in and just attack those goals that we want to do. You're not behind time. You are exactly where God wants you to be. You are amazing. You are brilliant. And any day that you wake up, not even just in your 30s, but any day that you truly just wake the hell up, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Sometimes you have to kind of turn off the social media. In August of 2025, I took a 30-day cutback. I got off of all social media. I was just basically locked in after I went to jail in July and I stopped smoking, which we are 7 months now, not smoking, non smoking. I took a lock off. A break off of everything, and I just truly locked in on what it was that I wanted. I heard Beyonce say on Renaissance, "What is it? Not Renaissance, but Life is a Dream." I remember her saying that she focused on what was it that I really, really wanted to do, and do I want to be a social media influencer? Do I want to be a content creator? Do you want to go viral? Do you want to do brand deals? Do you want to be seen? Do you want to be known for your entertainment? Do you want to be a musician? I have so many things that I wanted to do, but with the company of my awesome friend Either Dawn, thank you so much, girly. Thank you so much to all of the people also in my tribe. But Ebony was strictly one of the, she was very instrumental in my moving forward as a freight train. She was like, Red, and you got to sit down and you truly have to hone in on one thing. One thing. So in that depressed state of my life, I was just like, well, you're right. So I really just locked in and I was talking to my friend. Shout out to Tamara Clark, the Tamara D. Clark. I love my girl so much. That's my sister. She was telling me as well, like, Red, you like it's okay. Cause I would ask her, why isn't my stuff popping off? I'm watching everybody else just take off and do so many things and just seem like to me what it looked like was winning. And she was just like, man, it's gonna come. Just keep on posting your content. So I was always posting content. I would just bully the algorithm. And like I said, here I am now. So another tip that I would give you aside from feeling behind in your 30s is kind of just shut the world off for a little while and really hone in on those goals that you want to achieve. You can achieve them, you can get to them. It's not hard. I promise you, you can do it. Deciding to bet on yourself is one of the biggest tips of advice that I can do. I bet on myself more than anything now. Like when people ask, who can I think of to perform? Me. Is this going to be good? Yes, it is. I know that it's going to work out in my favor. I am betting on myself 1000%. Um, Creating something before you feel ready means that you should start writing it down. You should start building it. You should start putting it into action. And you should really, really, really just hone in onto that feeling of, oh my God, excuse me. You should really just start it like to put the things together in your mind that are coming because God sends you puzzle pieces, I feel, for ideas that you may have. So if you can dream it and you can see it, you can do it. Do it before it's ready. So by the time your body feels like, okay, I'm ready, you will be ahead of schedule, ahead of the game. And I don't, I didn't wait until I was healed. I created while I was healing. I didn't wait for this perfect time because I hear a lot of people that say they want to do content always like kind of like over exceed, you know, I'm going to start when I get ready, when I get the perfect house, when I get the perfect car, when I get the perfect body. I don't have the perfect anything. And like I said, I didn't wait for my healing to come. I built while I was healing. Yeah, that's why I tell people social media is actually more therapeutic than you know it. So just jump out there. Don't feel behind. Don't keep watching others win as you see and feel like you're losing because everything is a facade and everything is what you take it at face value. Nothing is permanent. You can do it. You can achieve it. It's yours. Take it for the getting. So messy moment of the week. Hmm. I'm gonna say I have two messy moments of the week that have just really just overly consumed me. First of all, dating while you're building an empire. Dating while you're building an empire is crazy. I think that I choose to be single right now simply, strictly, and honestly because I am in that place of I feel as though I'm building something great or I have built a brand that is great. And only it's only because I've worked so hard to put my name out there to get myself really, branded as an in-house name such as Red James. So I honestly don't know if I can give that attention to somebody and leave my baby that I'm building on this side, if that makes sense. So, if you're building an empire or something great, please do not throw your whatever you're building to the side. Think about it conscientiously and think, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to, you know, actually give somebody all of this time and I'm trying to build something? Think about that. Just think about it. And my last messy moment of everything is what the fuck is Nicki Minaj doing? This shit overly loaded. Like, Nicki Minaj, your whole following is gay. Half of them, most of them, they're gay. Your whole tone lately has not been one that is side eyeing. It's got me like, bro, what is this about? Like, I don't know if that's her whole way of like narrowing over to Christian gospel or Christian rap or something like that. If you were doing that, just make that transition. But dragging the people in the process, that's got me looking at you like, is this planned? What is this? All in all, it's tacky. That's just coming from me though. It's tacky. I don't know what you're doing. Marketing strategy, eh, eh. Don't really know how that is going to help, but it is what it is. Um, Last but not least, the Epstein files have supposedly been released. I'm gonna read through them just so we can kind of have our messy segments on it for next week's show. But I'm gonna read through them. Supposedly they got my bro in it, Jay Z. Don't know how true that is. You got people going back and forth, really hoping for his demise, praying that Nicki Minaj is correct. And for y'all to be supporting somebody that's dragging y'all in the comments is crazy work. Everybody is rich online, but everybody is still asking for a charger in real life. I don't know what the hell going on. Hey, we gonna figure it out. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. The messiness. Get it out. Bring back into the reality. Main character girl energy. Let's talk about that. Discipline over motivation. Keep y'all damn motivation. Keep the motivation to yourself. I don't need no more pep talks. I don't need no more inspirational videos. I need discipline. I need somebody to be like, sit your ass down, shut up, and do this. X, Y, and Z. This is how you make the pie. Pie crust, mix and whip, pour it in, bake it on 450. I don't need, you can do it. Wake up. No. No, 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 no. I need discipline, okay? Consistency is ugly before it's cute, okay? I got to get into the repetition of showing up. By the way, the Red James Show podcast every Monday. It's going to be ugly before it gets cute. You know how everything be ugly before it get cute? Like, but fellas, when you need a haircut before you go get the haircut, you already know it gives slave. It give rugged, it give raggedy. But consistently doing something over and over, it's gonna be ugly before you just like, okay, I can see the bigger picture. That's why I ain't worried about shit. Y'all definitely will see me at the Grammys. You definitely will see me get my Tony. You definitely will see me get my Emmy. And you definitely will see me get my Oscar. I was trying to make up sure that I said EGOT. Because I will definitely be an EGOT recipient. But I know before then, you got to see me on Tubi movies. You feel what I'm saying? You got to see me post my shit on YouTube. Patreon. You got to see before it was beautiful and I had the millions of views. Go back to my TikTok and see where I had 0. Go see when nobody was checking for my shit. Go back and look at that. Showing up even when the views are low. Just like I said, it was days I was crying and wondering, why am I not winning? Why isn't my content popping off? What am I doing wrong? You ever wonder why is your cake falling in the oven? Hmm? Why is this outfit not coming together? Why this man won't stay home? What's wrong with me? Until I started being authentic. I started acting a fool online just how I do in real life, and the shit popped off. Authenticity pays, baby. Authenticity pays. It is something that is very lucrative. I didn't know that. I was thinking when I moved from performer and entertainer to authenticity, life changed. The sauce, creme de la creme, chef's fucking kiss, okay? Um, Louisiana roots shaped, chill out. Louisiana roots shaped my work ethic because I come from a single mother, single parent household, and I watched my mom struggle and all of the stuff that I always wanted to do with so little, I did. So I know that, like I said, as I'm encouraging you, you can do a lot with a little. God wants you to be faithful over the few so he can make you rulers of many. So growing up in Louisiana, Coshada, Louisiana, the Smith Quarters to be exact, 804 Smith Spur Road, clock it, showed me that if you want anything, take this rock, take this stick, take this rubber band, put it together. Now you got a whole Yankee Stadium. And before I leave this topic, telling you so much about my life and messy moments and everything, you're not late, you're loading. You're loading. They're taking the equipment off of the truck to go set it up. And once they set everything up, you got a concert. They're whipping the ingredients. You're whipping the ingredients up now. And right after this, you'll have a chicken salad. What you're building needs you, not perfection. It doesn't need perfection. Anything that is perfect takes you out of the realm of authenticity. Perfection comes. We're striving for perfection. Nothing is made perfect. Nothing is made perfect. And we don't need perfection right now. We just need you. Nobody can duplicate your story. Nobody. Get online and tell us what the hell is going on in your life. Because I'm going to talk. I don't give a damn. Can we talk in your love language to be exact? Huh? Can we? Okay, baby. So listen, talk to me nicely. This is a segment that we're going to be doing. Talk to me nicely is where I'm really going to get to know you guys. I want you guys to leave me a message at this email right here. Because with Talk to Me Nicely, I want you guys to really come in and talk to me. Ask me questions. I can kind of help. I've been around the block sometimes. Leave me voice notes. We're going to have hot takes. Give me something that you want to talk about or you want to hear me talk about, like open relationships. How can I take off in content? Where do I start? Did you see this, Red? Talk about this because I know you saw this. Talk about it. Business and creator questions. What cameras do I need? What can you do? You have a Shopify? How do I get started? Whatever you need to ask me, ask me. And if I don't have the answer, I bet you I'll find it for you. All right, send me your questions, send me your mess, send me your breakthroughs. We talking about it all, baby. Okay? So, in closing, I would like for you guys to know that this podcast is for the ones that are rebuilding, reloading, and for the ones with big dreams and inconsistent energy. You wake up, you got ADHD, you want to start this podcast, you want to start a trucking company, you want to be a car salesman, you want to walk on the moon, all that shit. Start here with me. That's us. We're going to do this together, okay, friend? I'm not judging you. We listen and we don't judge, but I am going to get off on you sometimes. And you can get off on me too. So this is what I need you to do to join the fun, join the mess, join the party, and join the most amazing show out on your network right now. Go follow me on all social media platforms. It is the Red James Show Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. All of those places you will be able to watch the podcast, okay? Get your ass up and work them thumbs. Thank you.